Hi everyone, welcome to PRR Knowledge Center. And in this today's session, we'll talk about SonarQube and Sonar Scanner for static code analysis. So SonarQube is an open source tool where it is going to scan your source code and it will generate a report and it will provide you the bugs in different categories. Not only code review aspect, it is going to use it, and you can use this tool for finding the security vulnerabilities and also technical debts and also performance code smell points, etc., etc. So it was open source primarily, and you can use it for any programming language, and you can run this for static code analysis. So let's quickly get into this agenda and see the introduction part, installation steps, like how you're going to set up this SonarQube into your local machine. Okay, so let's go to the next screen. So this is what the agenda here, introduction and installing in developer machines. And quickly wrap up to next topic was introduction. So as I said, it is an open source product and produced by SolarSource SCA, which consists in a set of static analyzer for many programming languages, as is told. So these are the many programming languages is going to support it, and you can scan, review Java, C Sharp, PHP, JavaScript, TypeScript. So all these languages can be analyzed using SonarQube, and also it is having vast communication, a vast community which can be installed in any CI process using Jenkins and Terraform, where you have extension plugin there, and you can install it and you can use as part of CI. So as I mentioned, it's an open source platform developed by SonarSource for continuous inspection of code quality. So it is going to support 20 plus programming languages. So it offers reports on duplicated code, coding standards, unit tests, code coverage, code complexity, comments, bugs, and security vulnerabilities. So SonarQube can record a metric history and provide evaluation graphs as well. But it seems it is in commercial version and it's not part of open source. So let's quickly get into the next slide here. The prerequisite to install the SonarQube was Oracle JRD11 or OpenJDK 11 version or later. So it should be installed on your machine before you get installed this SonarQube. And coming to the next slide, so installation steps in developer machine. So you have to go to this particular website. This is the official website to visit to get the downloads here for the machine. And not only the downloads, you can get all the documents and events and news and release note informations, etc., are available in this particular website. So you just visit this and just download the SonarQube zip file here. Once you get that zip file into your local machine, you just unzip it. Like if you unzip it on Windows, it is going to install or place it in this C drive SonarQube. And in that SonarQube folder, you have other nested folders, and that bin and Windows x86, and this is bit machine like 32 or 64. In other operating systems, as a non-root user executes, so these things are available in this particular path. Let's show you this thing in my local, as already I have been having it. So as part of this session, like I'm going to show you like how the folder structure looks like here. uh, so this is where the SonarQube was coming into your system as part of download and in zip format. Once you unzip this, so you will get all these folders here: bin, configuration, data, Elasticsearch, extensions, libraries, logs, temporary files, web, and copy. So when you get into this bin folder, you will have again other nested folders which supports multiple platforms, Macintosh, Linux, and Windows. So as my system is 64-bit, you need to select 64-bit here. And these are the important things which you need to look at here. Next slide. Going back to slide here, and it was start sonar bat file, where it is the starting source. You need to start this. When you start this sonar using bat file, it is going to activate the service, SonarQube service, and start running your system under 9000 port number. This is the default port number, which by default giving by SonarQube for dashboard. And when you start using the start Sonar, then service will get started, and you will see the dashboard using this URL. And if you wanted to change the port number, it also possible for you. And go back to here this folder, and there is a config folder here. So here sonar.properties, just open this sonar.properties, and you just see here port number 9001 as 9000. This is the default port you will see here, like in the commented format. If you want to change it, just uncomment it and just change this port number and save it, so that it'll configure and connect TCP connection incoming request through this port number, TCP port number 9001. Okay, so now going back to this slide here. So I'm just navigating to this part. Okay, so I'll show you like how to navigate. So as I mentioned, so uh, going back to this folder, like SonarQube, and this is a bin folder, and this is Windows 686-64. This path I'm going back, and this is what the path here. Look at here. Okay, if you look at no start batch file here, I'll be having two batch files. I need this start sonar. When I say start sonar, it is going to start Java virtual machine, where it is the one of prerequisite to start Sonar Cube. So when you have it on mission, it will not go any error. It will directly start your service. And now you go to browser and you just browse this 9000. So it is going to open the SonarQube dashboard, because it was starting and its service was up and running, and you will see here. Okay, this is the dashboard which actually displaying for all these languages, code review points if you have it. Okay, if you want to read the documentation, just click on the document. And if you want to log in into this application, just click on login, and default admin, just log in into this. If you log in into this admin, and you will get another option here, administration part. So before you log in into this, you will not have that option. If you look at here, you have only projects, issues, rules, and quality profiles and quality gates. When you log in it, then only you will see that administration option. Okay. And again, go back to your slides. So this was what I have mentioned here also. Like you have to log in with this to get the administrator's credentials. And going to the next slide, so as I mentioned, like for every tool or for every executable files, you need to add into environment variables, because we are not sure like where the executable files are available in different folders, and I may not go into that folder and run that bat file, right? So you need to add into the environment variables, just typing here and environment variables, and go and add your environment variable in this path, so you can run it from anywhere as a SonarQube, and it is going to work out for you. Okay, similarly for MS Build for .NET process. So once you get this done and go to this dashboard, so where you have a create new project option, and when you click on create new project option from the SonarQube dashboard, it will ask you the project key, which is a unique key up to 400 characters, and it allows all letters, digits, dash, underscore, period, or colon, and you just mentioned here, and then display name also, so that it is going to display that name on the dashboard of this the dashboard here. So we will see this practical aspect in the next session. So for this session, only for talking about the introduction part, and so I'm only looking at this. So once it is done, so it will ask you like what kind of project you wanted to scan or review. Then it is displaying three tabs: Java and C# and maybe.NET or other. And this other tab is coming with all other languages, rest of languages apart from Java and .NET. So just choose your source code project name and then click on OK. Then it is going to generate three commands for you. One is this things to start Sonar Scanner, and this is for building your .NET project if it is a .NET project, and this is for ending of your review part. So once you get these all commands, you just execute all these commands going to that particular project root folder. So from the root level of your root folder, you just run these aspects. Once you run it, you will get like this. So when you start it, it will come command prompt. It is going to tell you, so what are all the files it is going to scan, what are the libraries it is going to load it as part of SonarQube, etc., etc. And when you give end command, it is going to tell about like analysis report generated in 175 milliseconds, and directory size is this much, zip file is this much, and upload files are this time it has been taken. All this information it is going to give it here, and it will suggest you to reach out this particular URL for looking at the reviewed points. Okay, so this is all about like configuring. So once you run this on our cube, the dashboard looks like here. So how many bugs are reported, and how many vulnerabilities, and how many depths, and how many code smells, and how many duplications, and how many duplicated blocks. So all these categorization will be displayed on the dashboard of SonarQube once you've done it. So for now, no project has been reviewed here, hence it is displaying only this thing. So when you do that scanning, it is going to display you this uh, dashboard with the figures, numbers of explored issues in the code. So this is all about introduction part, like the purpose of SonarQube and installation steps and starting of SonarQube service and seeing of SonarQube dashboard and running of your commands at the root level of your source code. So thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe this channel for more information on technology aspects. Thank you.